My name is Basari. Hope you all are staying safe at home. Today I am going to tell the story of Dhruva. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Dhruva, the Vedic name of the polar star, is Dhruva Nakshatra, named after Dhruva, the son of King Uttanapada. At a very young age, Dhruva demonstrated such steadfast commitment to Lord Vishnu that he was blessed by Vishnu to take the possession of the steadfast polar star. So the story begins. Uttanapada was the son of the great king Swayambhu Manu. After Swayambhu Manu died, King Uttanapada was crowned as the king of the place. And he had two wives. The elder wife was Suniti and the younger wife was Suruchi. Dhruva was the son of the elder wife Suniti and Uttama was the son of the younger wife Suruchi. The king dearly loved Suruchi only for the fact that she was very beautiful. The king spent most of the time in Suruchi's palace. Even Suruchi was extremely possessive in nature and at times did not let the king go and visit the elder wife Suniti and the son Dhruva. One evening, when Dhruva went to the palace of Suruchi, he saw Uttama sitting on the lap of the king and singing something softly and a mischievous laugh. And the king had held him tightly and embraced him in the heart. Dhruva felt so happy. He ran to his father just to get his attention. With both his arms open, he ran to embrace his father. But Suruchi was on watch. Suruchi pulled him by his shoulders and threw him down and said, "You are not fit to sit on the king's lap. Pray to God that in the next birth you will be born as my son and only then you will get this wish to be fulfilled, that you can come and sit in the king's lap." Dhruva was heartbroken by these words. He ran weeping and sobbing and crying to his mother. His mother Suniti saw him from a far distance and ran towards him and embraced him tightly. He was crying and sobbing, and Suniti tried to console Dhruva and asked, "My dear child, what happened? Did someone hurt you? Why are you looking so sad?" After Dhruva was consoled, Dhruva explained everything that happened in the palace. Suniti told, "Oh my dear, it is okay. Do not feel sad. Life gives us many things and it's all because of the karmas, may it be good or bad." Dhruva said, "Oh mother, is our father so unloving? Is there no one who can help us from this situation? Is there no one who can remove all our sorrows from us? Please answer me, mother." And Suniti told, "There is only one person, and that is the Supreme Personality, Lord Narayan, who helps all the helpless and removes all the sorrows from all his devotees." And Dhruva asked, "Oh mother, who is Lord Narayana? Where can I find him? Will he answer to my prayers?" And Suniti told, "Of course, my dear, he will answer to your prayers." And the great yogis do severe penance and find Lord Narayan and get all their wishes fulfilled. Dhruva was very happy and excited and told, "Mother, even I want to do the severe penance. I want to go to the forest and do penance so that I can meet Lord Narayan, so that all our wishes will be fulfilled and we can get father's love again." But Suniti told, "Oh my child, you're so small and you cannot go to the forest. There are many wild animals in the forest. You cannot go alone in the forest, and this is only for the great sages and yogis who do severe penance to find the Lord. Oh mother, please allow me to go. Dhruva begged his mother and cried and pleaded. Finally, Suniti, with a grief-stricken heart, allowed Dhruva to go. Then Suniti removed all the ornaments of Dhruva and replaced them with barks of trees and leaves. Dhruva gave a prostrated obeisance and bowed down to his mother. Suniti, crying, allowed Dhruva to go. On his way to the forest, he met the great sage Narada. Narayana, Narayana, oh my little boy, where are you going? Don't you know? This way leads to the forest, the dense forest which has many wild animals. You can go just right behind you, and there's a palace where you can get anything you want. Dhruva again gives a prostrated obeisance, bows down with sincere devotion to Sage Narada and tells him the entire story. So Sage Narada tells, oh my boy, you're so small. You can go back to your palace. Do you know how happy your mother will be to see you back again? Why do you want to go to this forest? And anyway, severe penances are just meant for great yogis, and even many of them were not able to do this. Do you think you can do this? Go back to you're just 4 years or 5 years old. Go back to the palace and your mom will be literally waiting. And Dhruva tells, oh Sage Narada, I really want my father's love. It does not only benefit me, but it also benefits even my mother. She's always neglected from my father. If I could get a vision of the Lord, all our problems will be solved. And by seeing Dhruva's sincere devotion and the sincere power to attain his goal, Narada was very pleased and told him the sacred mantra of Dwadashakshara. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. When Dhruva heard this, he was even more thrilled and again bowed down to Narada and continued his way to the forest. And Narada also told him that there is a place in the forest that is in the banks of river Yamuna and is called as Madhuvana. There it is the best place to do penance. So Dhruva thanked the sage Narada and continued his journey to the Madhuvana. When he reached there, for the first few days it was a bit hard for him to follow all the rules and regulations. Then he got used to it. And for the first month, he had only 1 or 2 fruits, that too only in 3 days. In the second month, he had only a few leaves, once in 6 days. In the third month, he drank only a very little water from the river Yamuna, only once in 9 days. And in the fourth month, he swallowed only a bit of air. And though he was not comfortable in all those situations, he literally wanted to only see Lord Narayana with his full devotion. And he swallowed only air once in 12 days. In the 5th month, he stood in 1 foot without eating anything, without drinking anything, sincerely praying to Lord Narayana. All the 3 worlds of Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh started shaking terribly. All the worlds, all the 3 worlds started shaking terribly. Because of Dhruva's serious penance, all the 3 worlds started shaking. All the demigods and the Gandharvas ran to Lord Narayan and told, "Oh Lord, please appear before the child. He has shaken all the 3 worlds by the severe penance he is doing." Lord Narayana told, "Yes, I will appear before Dhruva." He mounted on his eagle vehicle, Garuda, and flew to the world. When he appeared before Dhruva, he said, "Oh my child, open your eyes. I am Lord Narayan." When Dhruva opened his eyes, he cried and he bowed down to the Lord with so much happiness. He did not have any words to tell and describe the beauty of the Lord. And the God touched him with the conch shell and he told, "Oh Lord, the 4-headed Brahma, who is the creator of the world, cannot describe your beauty. And how will me, a mere child of just 4 or 5 years, describe your beauty, O my Lord? he bowed down to Lord Narayan and cried. When Lord Narayan touched his forehead with the conch, all his wishes were fulfilled, and Lord Narayan told, "Oh my boy, because of your sincere devotion, one day you will come to the spiritual world as a pole star, that is the Dhruva Nakshatra, after your time in this world." Dhruva went back happily and rejoiced. He went happily home, and when he saw his stepmother Suruchi, his father Uttanapada and Uttama, and of course Suniti was waiting for him. When they saw him, Uttanapada rushed to Dhruva and hugged him and embraced him with a lot of love and joy. Suruchi begged for forgiveness to Dhruva. "Oh Dhruva, I'm so sorry." And Suruchi literally cried and embraced Dhruva. And Suniti especially was so happy that my son sacrificed every single thing just for me and him, and she was so happy, and she ran to Dhruva and embraced. So this is the story of Dhruva. Thank you. Returned. Uttanapada gave him an excellent education. Dhruva mastered all the arts. When the king Uttanapada grew old, he decided to crown him as the king. As Dhruva became the king, then Uttanapada went to the forest to perform tapas. Dhruva ruled over his subjects with affection. Suruchi's son Uttama followed Dhruva in loving devotion. Dhruva's heart was ever with God. He considers his people's happiness as his happiness and was just ruler. The auspicious image of the God was ever in his heart and before his eyes. Whatever he did it in the name of the Lord. Dhruva became old. He entrusted his son with the care of the kingdom going to be holy. And one day he departed from this world. According to the boon granted in his boyhood by Lord Narayana, Dhruva became, as it were, the crowning of the entire galaxy of stars. Also, he became the Lord of stars. Also, he became the Lord of the world and the universe. To this day, when Indians see the pole star as they remember Dhruva, the devotees of perfect purity of mind, his fame is deathless. Thank you.